The more time I spend in this, let's call it a cesspool of information known as the fitness industry, the more I change my mind on things based off of where the research is going. So today, here are 6 things I want you to be aware of after over a decade in this industry. Number 1, VO2 max and zone 2 training should be a non-negotiable. Old thinking says just lift weights or cardio just burns calories. But what the new science is suggesting is that a higher VO2 max is linked to a reduced risk of all-cause mortality. VO2 max is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. It'll also improve mitochondrial efficiency, and essentially what that means is how effectively the brain of the cell is going to convert oxygen into the cell's primary energy source, which is known as ATP. A high VO2 max is going to assist with strong cardiovascular health and recovery between high-intensity efforts. Long story short, get your heart rate up, make your cardio count. Number 2, hypertrophy isn't just about lifting heavy. Old thinking will tell us high weight, low rep to build, low weight, high rep for endurance. What the new science is suggesting is that hypertrophy occurs across a spectrum of rep ranges. Could be 5, could be 30, as long as sets are taken close to failure. It also says that heavy mechanical loading, time under tension, and metabolic stress are 3 things that also need to be present. So, what does that mean for you? Well, if you want to improve the density of a muscle group, it's going to take time, tons of volume, and consistency. Number 3, gut microbiome health impacts performance and recovery. Old science says protein, carbs, fats, they're really all that matters. What the new science says is that gut microbiome affects digestion and nutrient absorption, so much so that it can have a direct influence on inflammation in the body, which then is going to affect your training adaptation. So, aka, look after what's under the hood. A healthier gastrointestinal tract leads to better results. Number 4, recovery and nervous system regulation dictate long-term progress. Old thinking says, train more, recover later. What the new science says is that autonomic nervous system balance is critical for recovery. Too much training without proper down regulation can lead to an increased chance of injury. So, how do you do that? Prioritize sleep hygiene if you can, and incorporate some breath work to get out of that kind of fight or flight mode. Number 5, the best program is the one that you adhere to. Old thinking says that you need the perfect program with the perfect sets and reps and enough rest time to see the best results. What the new science says is that adherence and consistency drive results more than any specific programming variable. Behavior science also shows us that habit formation and intrinsic motivation determine long-term success. Let me guess, you don't know where to start. Well, here you go. When you finish eating dinner tonight, go on a 15-minute walk. Then, tonight, when you're binge watching something, stretch during the first 10 minutes. Fitness really is the snowball effect. Number 6, strength training for both men and women, more so women in this case, isn't just about being stronger. It's critical for bone density. Old thinking says women should lift light so they don't get bulky. And while we're on the topic of bulky, do you know how incredibly difficult it is to put on muscle mass? It's one of the hardest things to do in the human body. So Karen, don't worry, I promise you won't get too bulky. Now, what the new science says is that resistance training is the most effective way to increase bone mineral density and prevent things like osteoporosis, specifically in menopause, but that's a discussion for another day. Now, my final thoughts on all of this. The deeper we get into the weeds around the science of fitness, the more people realize that there are no magic hacks. Again, I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back that didn't hear me the first time. There are no magic hacks. We as a society have gone so far off the deep end when it comes to trying to find the magic way that we've lost our way. And now, in order to get back to center, we, and when I say we, the fitness industry, have to create some bullshit out of nothing and tell people they're doing it all wrong. Fundamentals are going to win every single time. And now that that rant is over, do me a favor, go down to the comment section below, let me know which one of these resonates with you the best. We'll see you on the other side.